We are going to make the outside of the she shed beautiful today for the holidays with the help of Lowe's. But before we head in to do some shopping, I want to show you the plan. I'm starting with some greenery around the door and window. I need a couple new topiaries for the porch. I'm also going to add some pretty candy cane lights to the front, a new doormat, and the star of the show here are going to be these huge bows that we're going to make out of an unexpected material. Now that we have a plan, let's head into Lowe's and do some shopping. And I didn't even barely get inside the door when I saw the first thing that I absolutely needed for this porch makeover. So I grabbed my cart and yes, they had the absolute perfect doormat right on top in the front, just screaming my name, filled with beautiful red bows. So into the cart that went and into the store I went. And of course, I get sucked into all the super fun holiday displays that they have. Gotta check it out. Love this Rudolph display. But this Max right here, favorite of all. We always say our dog Honey looks like Max, so that almost came home with us. They always have such a beautiful display of Christmas trees. I enjoyed looking at everything though. The wreaths, especially all the fun lights that they have. And I actually needed to get to my shopping list and found my candy cane lights that are gonna go in the front there. So I grabbed a couple boxes of those and then look at all of the selection of red bows. Absolutely perfect for my vision. I grabbed 3 of these, threw those in the cart, and then we needed to move away from the holiday section and get to some more hardware items to make these giant bows. We're going to need some red duct tape, and then this product right here is called Edge Insulation. It's basically like a foil lined bubble wrap. They have different sizes. I picked up the 24-inch size. Next up is some 14 gauge multi-purpose wire. This is galvanized wire. This is going to work perfect for our bow. So now that our cart's loaded up, I was able to check out, but I needed to also head over to Lowe's.com and do a little bit of shopping too. This is where I picked up a red tarp. Yep, 10 foot by 14 foot size. I also wanted to grab a couple of those topiaries from their website to add to the porch too. It only took a couple days to arrive so we could get started on this project. Once everything arrived, I threw on a Christmas movie to set the mood for this fun holiday DIY session. Let's get to making these giant bows. We're going to start with our edge insulation, roll it out. I did go ahead and measure the space where I wanted this bow to go. This one is going to go above the door and above the window. So my bows, I measured out to be about 18 inches tall and 40 inches wide. With that being said, I needed my insulation to be 80 inches long. This stuff is so easy to work with. It's very lightweight and scissors cut through it just like butter. No big deal. So I went ahead and since I'm making 2 bows, I cut 2 sheets at the same time. A regular yardstick or tape measure would work here, but I love this T-square yardstick just because it makes for a little bit more accuracy. It's got that straight line at the top, so I'm able to measure down 18 inches from the top all the way across and draw a straight line because like I said, I want my bow to be 18 inches tall. So what I did is through half of the insulation, I drew that line. I folded it over, used some clips to make sure they didn't wiggle around on me, and then I was able to cut this at the same time all the way down. Saved me a little bit of time doubling it up. The smaller strip at the bottom we are cutting off. We don't need that, but save it because you never know what kind of project you may have in the future that this would come in handy for. And here is the basic structure of our bow, but let's turn this into giant ribbon. We're going to use our galvanized metal and our duct tape to line the edges of the material, basically creating a giant piece of wired ribbon. So work in smaller sections, cut off a piece of duct tape, line the edge of your insulation, and then a little at a time, we're going to unroll our wire, put it down into the tape, and then fold the tape over the wire to secure it onto the edge of the insulation. So here's the first half of our ribbon. We're gonna go ahead and pull that down, repeat that process all the way down the side of this insulation, and then flip it over and do the same thing to the other side as well. A tip here is once you get towards the end, go ahead and cut your wire off about the length that you need it. That way you're not worried about that big roll of wire being in your way. You do want to leave some excess wire hanging out the end, not too much, so cut it down, but leave some extended so it doesn't come out of the tape as we're maneuvering and making our bow. And as I said, you're going to repeat that process on the second side, so both edges of your material has the wire attached. Time for this huge tarp. As I said, 10 foot by 14 foot, so I needed to get a little bit more room for this than my little work table. So to the floor I went. I just kind of undid it all, laid it out flat, laid my insulation piece on top. We're going to encase that with this tarp, so you want to make sure it's basically 3 times the width of your insulation. And what's super helpful with this tarp is from the fold lines, you get kind of straight lines that give you guides of where to cut your strip. Once you have your tarp cut down to size, we're going to come in with our scissors and cut off that folded edge with the grommets on it. That's going to give us a nice finished piece that won't be too bulky. Time to wrap the insulation so that it looks like ribbon versus bubble wrap. So line up your first edge, take a piece of tape and attach that onto the tarp so it doesn't go moving around on you. We're then going to flip over one side all the way down so we get it nice and flat. We don't want any wrinkles or the least amount of wrinkles as possible, and then use your duct tape to attach the tarp to the insulation. Once you get to the bottom, cut that flush, and then you're going to save that piece of tarp we just cut off. We're going to be using that here again in just a little bit. And you're going to repeat that, fold the other side over, tape it down, and we basically have a giant piece of red wired ribbon now. To make this bow, you're going to need some long zip ties. First things first, put the ends of your ribbon together, mark where the center is, and we're going to work from the center to overlap the tails onto that center mark to make the loops of the bow. Grab out your duct tape again. If you have any edges that aren't finished being sealed up, now's the time to do it. I had this one in that just needed to be sealed up all the way, just so it doesn't come undone. The purpose of using a tarp is to make this a little bit more weatherproof versus using fabric. And so I'm hoping to be able to use these bows year after year, and they will store well and everything. So making sure you close everything up with that duct tape is going to ensure that you don't have any wear and tear. Now we're going to scrunch up the first end of our ribbon, just scrunch it all together and then use your zip tie to hold that bunch in place. We're also going to do that with the other end of the ribbon as well. Just kind of keep it all in line and in place of where you want it to be once it's all finished being made. Now to put this all together, we're going to put those in side by side and then scrunch the middle of our bow all together using a zip tie to firmly keep this in place. And just like any kind of bow you're going to make, no matter the size, you're going to need to do a little fluffing and arranging. This is what the back side is going to look with those zip ties, but you're not going to see them on the front. I did get a little bit worried about these all coming apart, so I pretty well just took another zip tie and sewed it under each one of those and then pulled that together. That way nothing would come back apart on me, and just keep everything super secure back there. Now remember I said to save that piece that we cut off the bottom of the tarp earlier? We're going to use that now as the center of our bow. We're going to attach this on the back side just with some regular duct tape. And look how incredibly awesome and huge this bow is. Like I said, it's 18 inches tall, 40 inches wide, would make a cute hair bow or bows for the she shed. And of course I told you I was gonna make 2 of them. And you can't have bows without the tails of the bows kind of flowing down. So all I did is I took that tarp, cut up some of those fold lines, and made some ribbon tails for the bows. So how are we gonna hang these bows? Well, you can find these super cool siding mount hooks at Lowe's. I will have those linked down below for you, along with all the other supplies I'm using in today's video. If you wanna recreate this, head down there, click those links, it'll take you straight to the products. But look at this, they just clip right up under your siding. They are not permanent, they don't damage anything, they're removable, and they are perfect for hanging things like your Christmas decorations and these bows. To hang these bows, I punched a hole in the ribbon at the edge where the wire is, put some more wire through there, made some little hooks, and looped them over the siding hooks above the door. I also used one in the middle, and then I just took those long pieces of tarp, put the ends together, found the center, smushed it together, added some wire, pulled that up and back underneath the bow, attached that to another siding hook, and then used my greenery to display the ribbon tails and used a little bit more wire to attach those tails to the greenery. Here's a little tip, take your tarp tails and fold them in half, cut up at an angle from the corners, and that will dovetail your tarp and make them look more finished and more like ribbon versus tarp. Time to move over to the other giant bow. This is gonna go kind of in the corner of the window instead of in the center. I thought it'd be just a little bit different of a look, but the same process here, using those siding hooks to hang everything and the greenery to hold the ribbon tails in place. Now that the big details are finished, it's time to work on the little details that really make this come together. So I have my cute little topiaries that I ordered from Lowe's.com, and I also picked up 2 packs of their 100 count white lights to wrap around them. And as you can see, Miss Honey is a great assistant here. She came out to lend me a hand, or a paw. And I always feel like doormats are like your big welcome. So I was so excited to find this doormat at Lowe's, the perfect little entryway, Merry Christmas with the red bows, that are also going to tie into our red bows that I'm attaching to the tops of the topiaries, and one also onto the wreath on the front door. These candy cane lights were the absolute perfect accessory. I can't wait to show them to you all lit up, which will be happening here in just a second. But as you can see, we went from ordinary to bow-utiful with a little bit of holiday magic. I honestly cannot get over these giant bows. When you have an idea in your head and it just all comes together and works and looks great too, that is a 10 out of 10 in my DIY book. So excited to have this up for the holidays. I hope it inspired you. I can't wait to show you the she shed all lit up at nighttime for Christmas too, so keep watching for that. But I wanted to give you an up close look of all these beautiful details. Now it's time for the sun to go down and for the Christmas lights to turn on. This all came together just magically. I couldn't be happier with it, and thank you to Lowe's for sponsoring today's video. I will have everything used in today's video linked down in the description box below. If you could, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you are new, and I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I will see you in the next one. Have a creative day.